Well, hello again, my friend, and welcome to another Trash Report. Today we've made a little bit of progress, but it suddenly dawned on me that I rarely take a moment to introduce myself, and so I just want to say hi. I'm Jeff. I'm Jeff Bell, and I talk for a living. Surprise, surprise. But I also make music. I also make music not for a living. That's how I spend my extra funding. Sometimes not even extra. But anyway, I'm just here to hang out with you and talk a little bit about this project I'm working on, which is the third record in the One Man's Trash band history. This band started 30 years ago this year, or 30 years ago, and we're celebrating our anniversary by putting out a new record. And mainly the band is just me. So I'm just kind of running over that stuff again. To let you know what's going on, who I am, and why I keep appearing on your YouTube feed. And there's really no reason, because that's kind of the reason that I'm doing this, is just to hang out and chat and talk about what I'm doing and kind of keep myself motivated. And it's working. It's keeping me coming in the studio every day and working. And I almost didn't today. I was just like, yeah, not feeling it. Storm coming through town and just kind of not feeling it, and I talk myself into it after a little workout and a shower and take a little rest. And I'm like, I got to do something. So I got in here. I've got this kind of weird protest, almost like it's almost like a Donald Trump song. It's got a little bit of Donald Trump mentioned in it, but it's really kind of a protest tune, and it's kind of gospel in this that gospel vibe, that 6/8 or whatever it's called. So I started working on that and realized that the scratch track I did was just horrific, just over the top terrible. So I came in and I just jumped through the hoops of retracking the guitar, and I set up the twin and the deluxe in the front room. I think I got some video of that. So my front room is just a disaster of amps and drums and all that stuff, but this is the way I like it. So tonight, in fact, I'm having a little jam session with the girls, so we'll take advantage of all that stuff in there and make some noises for the neighbors to enjoy and appreciate. So anyway, I got the amp set up, or lit up, and I started tracking, and I think I found kind of the vibe. And I got the guitar sort of situated, and I'm like, the vocal's just killing me. So I recut that because it just wasn't in the pocket. And all of this stuff still remains scratch track. It's just none of this is going to be used. But I've got Manny coming in on Monday to lay down the bass, and if he doesn't have the right groove, then he's just going to fight me the whole way. And I will lose because that cat can groove. So rather than take a beating on Monday, I took a beating today. Either way, I'm going to have to straighten out my shit, you know what I mean? So I got my stuff in order. I got the vocals kind of scratched out, not really anything keeper. And we are ready to go on Monday. I'm going to have at least 3 tunes that we can get bass on Monday. And then we're preparing for next weekend to get the drummer in and get all that stuff done. So that's the story there. And that's all the progress that I expect to make. I'm going to try and do something this weekend, but the weekends sometimes I kind of check out, not going to lie. So what else do I want to... I just want to give you a quick squirrel update, because Earl hit me up the other day. We're hanging out. He's having some snacks, and he's not being his usual self. And he's kind of... Usually he kind of grabs a nut and he wants to get off of me and take off. And he was kind of hanging close and acting weird. Like a kid might act if they sort of hurt themselves, but they thought they might get in trouble for it. It's kind of acting weird, like something wasn't up. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to check you out. So I check him out, and I find he's got this big knot in his tail, like he either snagged it or something bit him or something. He's got this issue. So he has this weird way of communicating to me that he needs some help. And I caught it in that slight moment when he just wouldn't jump off me. So anyway, I brought him in and cleaned it up and doctored it up a little bit. And then he dipped out and didn't see him yesterday all day. And then he came by this morning, all good. And my battery just died. So Okay, and we're back. That was super fun. My battery just died right in the middle of the Earl story, right at the end of the Earl story. So I was kind of just wrapping it up, but he dipped out on me for a day. Then he shows up this morning. First thing, he's the first cat out there. He's not a cat, he's a squirrel. I didn't even see my cats today. But he shows up. He's really in good spirits. He has a few snacks, and then he takes off, buries an almond in the yard, does his thing. Tail seems to be fine, and he's healthy and happy. And somehow, again, came through this crazy storm last night, completely dry. These guys can build nests like crazy. So anyway, maybe I should have also mentioned in the preamble that I am a squirrel fanatic, and I raised a baby squirrel last year, and Earl the Squirrel is doing just fine. So anyway, that's the chaos and madness of my life, and I will have to make an edit today, despite my rule to the contrary. So thank you for hanging out. Have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to try and accomplish something, and I'll let you or me know about it, because who knows who's watching now. But thank you for hanging out and watching, and I hope that you're enjoying just having a hangout with me, because that's what it's for. Anyway, have a great weekend. Rock forth.